Hello there! Welcome back again. This time I'm going to talk about new Kvaris update. It's finally here. So, what does Kvaris bring to us? Well, in short, I'll just say there's a lot of content. So, firstly, Kvaris has a lot of unique and interesting things to discover. But I'm just going to explore some noteworthy things that I found that can benefit everybody. Firstly, there's new units. Yes, of course, whenever there is a new 6-star weapons, there's definitely going to have new units. So what are they? Now, the Defrosis, and Sestato Armor, which are level 42 variants, I don't really recommend using them unless you are just starting out in Kvaris. However, I believe that the best update you can actually get from all these armor sets is the Arga and Belta and Sheza and the Sheza series, because those level 47 armors are going to be the core. This, I believe, is the main armor that everybody is going to be able to access with. The best installed armor is going to be hunted in the Rayjord Gorge region, and that is a very hard to obtain armor, and I don't believe everybody is going to obtain it right away, especially in that harsh region. In order to prepare for you to actually hunt in that region, you're definitely going to be more beneficial if you actually use this Arga, Belta and Sheza series armor first before you get the best in slot, which is the Belgran armor. Now, why I'm saying that the Arga and Belta and Sheza is going to be the core armors is because if you are going to be a glass cannon, sure, you can go for full set of Belgran armor for the highest potency amount that you can able to get in a whole armor set. However, I don't really recommend that because there is minus 50% demerit for all of your resistance stats, and that also includes your harsh environment resistance as well, which if you want to negate that effect, you need to equip 2 of the Arga, Belta or Sheza series armor, and I don't really think that is going to be that useful yet at the moment, because I believe it also minus your HP, and yeah, that is not exactly a stat that you really wanted to miss out on, especially in such a dangerous region where you probably get one-shotted by Gigantics. So yeah, unless we got a sort of a welfare armor that can cover the weaknesses of this best installed armor, I don't really think it's viable now at the moment, because we are all still very weak when we are level 60. So maybe we are going to use our Sestato Armor Arga, Belta and Sheza first, while we ease in whenever we get a higher level cap, then I believe Belgran armor will be the best in slot at the moment. So this is my opinion on the new armor sets. I'm going to probably stick with the Armor Belta at the moment, the Armor Arga, Belta and Sheza series at the moment, because I don't really want to demerit myself that much anymore like when I was using the full set Gian and Grass armor. But maybe if you're a tank class, you're probably able to take the hit. But for me, as a ranger class in the Kvaris region, I don't really think that is a viable solution for me. The ones that have the decode augment in it, I believe is going to cost a lot as well. So I suggest you guys to maybe hunt it directly yourself, because I don't think it's that hard to find them. So good luck with your hunting. After that, we also have a lot of new combat zones as well. Other than the Belugana region, where we can actually use the snowboard to traverse around, it's just another normal, combat zone all in all, just with a snowboard. And of course, that snowboard region also have some crystals that you can break and throw to the enemies, which is what we have seen. But what I wanted to talk about this time around is not that sector, but we are going to talk about the Lost Central Combat Zone. That is the combat zone that I'm actually trying to talk about. Now, this combat zone, you're going to encounter it in the story mode, and I believe it's probably the last place that you're going to do the story mode in. And regardless of that, this combat zone is such a blast to grind in. I as a NGS player since the launch, from the Alia region until the Rhythm region, all of us have been grinding using the same way, depending on our stats and depending on our skills and depending on our own PAs. But this time around, the Lost Central Combat Zone is very, very fun. The reason being is because it has a lot of environmental interactions that you can do. So, for example, not only you can throw those crystals around and deal AoE damage, there is also trials that spawns ice crystals above the enemy that you can break with the yellow crystals. And those will actually create even larger explosions that will chain with other crystals until it spawns a larger ice crystal that you can break for extremely huge damage. I am unsure of how much damage they deal, but so far it's just a blast to, deal with all those waves of enemies and bosses that comes around whenever these crystals are around, because everybody is not going to attack the boss directly, but they are most likely going to break crystals and keep throwing and breaking those ice crystals, which makes the grinding process much fun than just blindly grinding with your own PA. So it actually breaks the monotonous grinding style that we always have in our combat sectors. So yes, the Lost sectors also have this large rubble that is available in those tight corners in the map. So for example, if you are able to corner a lot of enemies in that tight corner and you are able to see this large rubble above it with some scratches, with some light blue scratches that is glowing, you can actually deal damage to those rubbles, and those rubble will actually fall down and deal 5-digit amount of damage. That kind of damage will usually kill all kinds of enemies in that vicinity. It literally would stun the bosses whenever you actually do that. So make sure to always utilize this environmental interactions as much as you can when you are grinding in this Lost Central sector. Other than that, we also have a very, very important thing, which is the arrival of our treasure shop. Now, this treasure shop is probably very similar to what we have in the base PSO2 in JP server. However, I realized that they are actually able to improve it slightly now. Now, of course, most of the stuff in the treasure shop is probably still unknown because it's just the first day after the patch. But just this day, I managed to get great augment capsules in the SG treasure shop, which actually gives you very, very great stats for just one capsule, because it is only one capsule. However, the success rate of this one capsule is 100%. That means anybody who is probably like new players, or if they don't really have a lot of capsules in their inventory, this is a very, very important capsule for you to take and use for your future armors, because they only costing 5 star gems, which is very, very easy to replenish, as SEGA is keep giving us this 5 star gem tickets all the time whenever you complete tasks. So I think the daily routine is to always grab these when they are available. And I'm not sure if this is actually available for all characters or just for one account, but make sure to just grab them, as 5 SG is really just very, very little SG in comparison to the effects that these capsules can provide for you. So always grab them every day when you see them. So that is all that I want to talk about this new Kvaris region. There is so much exciting content that are still being unraveled from this region. So I'll just end this video now, and hopefully you guys are going to enjoy Kvaris personally as much as I do, as I'm still uncovering a lot of the secrets of the region. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe and leave a like, as it helps me a lot. See you guys next time. Bye bye.